if an Igbo man becomes your president. They've been the only one who seemed to want to do things that at least pointed to, you can say, oh, they are the ones who act like they believe in Nigeria. I'm talking about the ones who are the one Nigeria needs to. Because an average Igbo man, for example, after your genocidal war, as it happened then, you see the rest of Nigeria, I believe, have been made to believe that, the Igbos, right, you have to be careful about them or something. However, there is no part of Nigeria today that you won't see an Igbo man or an Igbo community doing business or what have you. That means they've traveled hundreds of kilometers away from their region to inside Nigeria, the same country, right, that conspired with others to execute over 5 million people in the space of 3 years. Remember? So they were supposed to be the ones to dread Nigerians and say, oh, don't go there. In every small thing now, they would, you know what they did to us in 1947? You remember what they did to us in Kano in 1954? Do you remember what they did in 1960? Do you know that when you begin to count that, an average Igbo man, me as a Yoruba man, I'll be like, me, I know they go there. But immediately after that genocide, they have been the only tribe. Others have traveled too, don't get me wrong. You've seen the Hausas, you've seen the even Fulanis who have actually traveled down south. But to travel like a deep into the south, down to the east, that seems to be something that the rest of Nigeria have always been like. It's like that. Then they turn around and said the Igbos are not accommodating, they are not welcoming. When obviously there have been those who were raised the time when they said, the Igbos are fighting Nigeria. This is something I've played with in my head a lot. And I said, you see, if there is any ethnic nationality in that contraption that will gain power in that place and always want to prove that Nigeria can work, it's going to be that it's going to be an Igbo man or woman. When Kaduna, Nzegu, and others who started their revolution in 1966, which is now called the first coup in Nigeria. Guess who stopped them? Agunyi Ironsi. Agunyi Ironsi himself was about to be edged out of their military and others. So, did you feel me? The coup has been concluded. It's almost like successful. So what happened? Ifea Jr. that was supposed to alert them from the Midwest, right, got a problem, didn't get there in time. Therefore, the radio that they are expecting, the signal they were expecting from the Midwest and the East didn't come in time. Ojukwu, Ironsi, they came together. They stopped the coup. That's your history. But guess what? Those who claimed victory, Nigeria, they twisted the whole thing and they turned it into a Igbo coup. And the role where that what is his name again? Ojukwu Ironsi played in thwarting that coup in Lagos is never mentioned. So what I'm trying to say here is that after that genocidal war, right, it is only the Igbos that left their regions in millions inside Nigeria. Meaning to them, maybe the war was over truly. So but Nigeria continued to remind them that no, it's not over. We are now in the face of a Cold War, tribal war. And some Igbos have seen through that. So that is why you get to see the Igbos who want Nigeria. Despite all of this, they still want Nigeria. They are fighting others who said, no, we don't want it anymore. Because others who have realized that, don't even try. So that's why I felt like the impunity started by Boko Haram that got the likes of Tinubu to be able to do it and call the bluff of everybody. So it's our turn. Unfortunately, his appointment and his opportunity sharing, right, is not even all over Yoruba land. It's just within his own guys in Lagos. Those ones who came from Ekiti, come from Ogun, came from Oyo, Oshun, Kwara, but they've claimed Lagos. Politically, Tinubu has given them opportunity, so they are Lagosians. Now, these guys from Lagos, they are taking the slots, ministerial, constitutionally assigned the ministerial slots for other states in Yoruba land. Now, the rest of Nigeria is looking at Tinubu, they said he's sharing appointment to Yorubas. When obviously it's just within his circle, his own Lagos urban bandit. And that is why you probably won't really see any real connection between these criminal ministers of his and their supposed state of origin, because they don't know. Some of them are now, the money they are stealing now, they are piling it up to go and run for governor in their states. Failed ministers with failed presidents. Guess what? The money they are packing, they want to be governors everywhere to continue the looting. So if somebody is from outside Yoruba land, southwest Nigeria, and they look at Tinubu and say Tinubu is Yorubanizing Nigeria, you are not being sincere. It's like at the time when Bokwari was appointing all these thieves, all these Alimajiri thieves from northern Nigeria who are now multi-billionaires. You would think it's for the interest of the northern Nigeria. Now, these guys made billions. They emptied Nigeria treasury, right? Ran Nigeria into indebtedness, and their people became even poorer. So it's never about them, the people, never. A lot of you, agenda will agenda. And Bugaji and his gang saying Tinubu is acting like the governor of Oduduwa Republic. How? As how now? That Tinubu is announcing trillions of naira projects in Lagos here and there automatically turns Yoruba land to what? Is that what you actually really think? For real? I right. Omo will leave that one quickly, okay? Let's take a look at something else. This time, it is Wike talking about coalition again. You know, a recent revelation just shown that Wike, in fact, there is a clip I'm going to share with you after that Wike stuff, still on this Yoruba issue, that you say, okay, when the Fulani man was there, they will say, if it was a Yoruba man, he will never look away and allow our people to be killed like this. They will allow our farmers and everyone. I had people who said that. Yeah. The people that claimed that Tinubu is so powerful enough to make a Bokwari president, same Tinubu couldn't tell Bokwari that he should do something about the insecurity in Yoruba land, where he come from. Rather, when the Fulani terrorists killed the daughter of a prominent Yoruba leader, a Afenifere leader, remember? Yeah. Tinubu went there on those states and he was asking, where are the cows? That people should not be, making insinuations simply because they hate the Fulanis. So the idea of tribalism, of when you criticize the Bokwari and they turned it into, it's because you hated this tribe. When Fulani terrorists invade and kill people, when you scream, they will say, don't say that, just call them criminals. There are criminals in every tribe. Is it because it's Fulanis? Oh, it's because Bokwari is Fulani now. They hate Fulanis. Look at them. They are calling them cows. They are calling Northerners cows. They are blah, 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 blah. This Ronukus at the time, when they were still Buhari idiots. The Buhari Danes, the Buhari Dideris, the Buhari Dinotus, and the Buhari Dijatus. Remember? The Buhari Shukus, the Ngoziaris, the Unekaharis. These are those who took it upon themselves back then to tell you that criticizing Bokwari was because you hated Fulanis. Remember? Fulaniphobia. Now, maybe it is now Yoruba phobia. Because it's the same playbook. Haven't you come across them? You say something about Tinubu, they will say, hey, it's because he's a Yoruba man. We know you hate the Yorubas. We know it's the same thing. Guess what? The Yorubas are God. Now, what would you say? Would you say, oh, if he was an Igbo man, he won't look away and allow our people to be killed like this? Is that what you're going to say now as a Yoruba man? Especially with what is going on in Kwara South. They killed Yoruba Obas. There's no rage or anything anywhere. Oh my God. All messed. So now I mean messed up. Now, with a Wike who was with Shehu yesterday. I was sharing something on that this afternoon. So he went on to also rant about Rotifmi, Amaechi, the Ubima, Judas Iscariot. Now, Amaechi want to be president, and to the likes of Wike, it's actually a tall dream, dead on arrival. And it's almost like every two AK days, every AK market day, Wike will call this TV station in order to go back there and talk about the people that are not relevant. Because according to him, these guys are not relevant. They're just noise makers. Yeah. We actually spend quality time discussing them every 2 days or every 3 days. Like every week, this guy will call a media chat to tell everybody that, those who want to come and remove Tinubu. And guess what? He just bought a $2 million house in Florida, in America, in the name of his wife and his sons, who never worked in their lives. And they probably will never work in their lives. Yeah, living off you. $2 million. And the money was paid in March 2025. So why won't Amaechi's presidential ambition be dead on arrival? Because if Amaechi's ambition is not dead on arrival, that's going to be a problem for Wike. No? Yeah. With Shehu.
Of PDP. And that would have been the death of PDP as a party at that time. That was a ruling party then, APC, in government. Spearheaded by the same man who wanted to fight corruption.
But is it fair to attribute such to?
Not is it, what is fair? Assuming.
You are saying that.
No. Look.
He was behind.
Do you know, I was the one, I was in charge of that matter. I was one who hired our lawyers, led by Wolan People, led by Kanagabi, and filled by Isim Kala. So I was fully involved.
When you make the allegation,
I'm not making.
Amaechi
I'm
is
not.
behind justice.
Listen, of course, no. He has. No. He has said this several times. That of course we have to put him out of the place. He has also said that he kicked out Jonathan from office. And would you say that you've never had it? The point, some of us, I think the problem is, it's unfortunate. I don't think that he remembers when he says all these things, that those who work with him before and after are still alive. And you wonder, you sit on the side and you watch a young man come up like that to make such statement, and you pinch yourself. What is going on here?
But they say that they want to fix Nigeria.
No,
that is what the ADC stands for.
No, the point that he cannot. That's what I'm saying.
Mr. Rotimi Amaechi said he's going to be the next president of Nigeria.
Please.
If given the ticket.
Please. No, he knows he won't get the ticket.
Why?
No,
Why not?
Please. You see what he said, that I read, he said he knows the weaknesses of the president. So he knows how to defeat him. But he also knew the weakness of the president in 2022 when the president defeated him mercilessly in their primaries. He didn't know his weaknesses then. It is now he knew the weaknesses.
Maybe he has studied it and
okay, now he has studied it. But let me tell you, Nigerians know the last person they will give ticket of PDP, and that one.
So it's the last person that they will give their ticket to. So if Amaechi is coming out today and saying that he knows the weakness of Tinubu, what happened to the time they did primaries? He did not know his weakness then. So his presidential ambition is dead on arrival. Because he won't even get the ticket of ADC according to Wike. Because everybody believes that that ADC thing, right, is going to be between Atiku and Obi. And ADC themselves, this David Mark and others, they are stuck in between that right now. They're like in a dilemma. Atiku want to be the candidate. Doesn't matter what anybody says. Now they are treating Atiku as that deity that you probably can, that deity that seems to be holding something, a gold bust. So all he's going to take is maybe offer the deity a chicken, a cock. And while the deity stretch his hands out to take the chicken, somebody should grab the bust or keep persuading the deity to just bear that statement and all that stuff. But for now, that's the bone of contention. That, I think, is where Wike is pitching his own bet, placing his bet. But time will tell. So he said a lot of other things, though. Just thought you had that to it, so that we can have something to dig up in another 18 months. We'll have something to dig out. Yeah, somehow. Now, let us go back to this issue of Tinubu as the president of Oduduwa Republic. So when Oduduwa Nation comes, as it is right now, when it becomes official, we are going to have all the Yoruba sub-group, including our own people in the Igbominas in Kwara, as well as other Yoruba subgroup in that axis. They will be part of Yoruba land and Yoruba Nation. Now, imagine for a second that you have a president of your country and you are under attack, like we have been seeing in the last couple of days, where women, children have been displaced because they ran out of their homes. They ran away from their homes, their communities, to far distance that is more safe. And there is no single government, either Kwara state government or Minister of Security or Defense, Police IG or Commissioner of Police, or even Oduduwa Republic President Tinubu. Nothing. And these Yorubas will watch somebody like Bugaji and other people from other parts of Nigeria. All kinds of expletives are against them by saying Tinubu is favoring the Yorubas. Listen to these local vigilantes, right? They are from they are from the Kwara South. They've done their part to combat these terrorists with the little or no resources at their disposal. Still yet, the government won't come to their aid like that. Now listen to this. We'll continue in a moment, okay?
àwa ọdẹ Ìlérè lápapọ̀ ọ̀dọ́ Ìlérè lápapọ̀ ní Ìlérè district ọ̀la wá sí local government lánàá ní chairman group appointment pẹ̀lú wa pé anytime ó wà ní Sàárẹ̀ káwá bá wọn a sì dé Sàárẹ̀ àpèpèpè wọn ò gbé fóònù tọ̀ ẹ̀yin àgbáyé wá sí pé olúọdẹ Sàárẹ̀ wọ́n wá bá wa a pé àwọn èèyàn wa ń Sàárẹ̀ náà wọ́n wá bá wa ẹ̀yin àgbáyé wọ́n ti pa wá tán ní Ìlérè o àwọn bòròró ti pa wá tán Ìlérè o ẹ gbà wá o àwọn kidnapper ti pa wá tán Ìlérè ẹ gbà wá o ẹ ṣàánú wa o local government la wà báyìí gbogbo àwa olóòdẹ ni wọ́n ń lépa káàkiri wọ́n wọ Bánkọ́lé níjẹrin mọ́jú jẹta wọ́n lọ kó olóòdẹ Bánkọ́lé mọ́lé wọ́n pa á lánàá ọwọ́ Akájọlà wọ́n pọ́n lọ ká àwọn ọdẹ wa mọ́lé wọ́n pààyàn níbẹ̀ òkú wa ńlẹ̀ báyìí láti wá fi ẹ̀hónú wa hàn báyìí gbogbo Ìlérè ti fẹ́ẹ̀ tú tán títí ó fi dé Bánkọ́lé Gànmú baba ńlá wọ́n ti fẹ́ tú wa o ẹ gbà wá o òrékè wọ́n ti tú gbogbo bẹ̀ kò sẹ́yìn ní Gànmú kò sẹ́yìn ní Bánkọ́lé Sàgbẹ̀ gbogbo ẹ ti tú o ẹ gbà wá o ẹ gbà wá o ẹ̀yin àgbáyé ẹ gbà wá o ẹ gbà wá o ẹ gbà wá o ìlànà ìtìlá wa ìsàárẹ̀ la wà yìí o àgbẹ̀wò ọ̀dọ́ ẹ gbà wá o wọ́n fẹ́ pa wá kẹ́ ẹ má pa wá tán o ẹ má pa wá tán o ẹ ṣàánú wa o.